Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Maid episode 6. So, last episode we were introduced to a new character named Yui. She is in Misha's class and is obsessed with being the cutest person in the classroom. Or just in general. Or at least just beating Misha. Seeing as how everybody seems to think that she's the cutest one in the class. Despite how much she tries, Yui tries, even posting photos on Instagram, although I'm pretty sure they called it something else. Not the smartest thing to do when you're a little kid. As we saw in this episode. Basically, what happens, at least in the first half of the episode, is Yui is walking around a certain part of Tokyo. I forget what district it is, but it's mostly all clothing. And she's trying to be noticed in that she wants people to take her photo and spread it around so that people can see how cute she is and stuff like that. However, nobody is doing that. And then when she's kind of resting her feet because she's been walking around for a while, she hears somebody ask if they could take her picture. And she's getting excited, like, oh my god, finally somebody is asking for my photo. And she sees that it's Misha who's being asked if they could take her photo, which makes her upset. Makes it even worse when Misha turns them down and says that she's not really interested in having her photo taken. And she's not alone. She's got Mimika with her friend, the one with the glasses. They were just having fun, walking around, looking through the clothing stores. And then Yui shows up and challenges Misha to find out who the cutest one is once and for all. As it turns out, Tsubame is there as well. She is actually dressed up in a bee costume, handing out balloons. I believe she was just there handing out balloons. At least that's what the voice in her head said. But, yeah, it still looked like she was stalking her. And she said she would, just observe. And Yui put Mimika in charge of being like the judge on who was cuter. And basically, there's only a couple of rules. Using whatever money they have with them, they go into any of the stores in the area. And in 1 hour have to come back and show off their outfit and how they look. And Mimika will decide who looks cuter. Fortunately, Yui only has like 600 yen. And Misha has like 3,000, 4,000, something like 3,000 or so yen. So she can get a lot more. I believe she does end up buying an outfit, mainly because Yui told her not to actually buy something, because it would not be fair if she just went out and tried to downplay what she could get just because she didn't have a lot of money. So they go, and the hour is up, and they come back, and I know Yui ends up buying like these like flower hair pieces. And she's super confident that she's going to win. But Mimika says that Misha wins. Says she's not being biased, which I believe. But she had to go with Misha, which really upset her. Then Tsubame, acting like the typical pedophile, grabbed her and started pulling off like her leggings, not to be a pedophile or anything like that. She was helping her out. Basically, she was telling her that when she was younger, she believed that having more frills and all kinds of different like outfit, like stuff like that, accessories and all anything like that, made her cuter. But in fact, it downplayed all of that. Like the more minimal you go in your outfit, the better. And after that, they agreed that she looked a lot better. Posted a photo of herself on Instagram and gets a comment from this guy that's been posting on her photos. And then she did have a photo, but she also had a couple other people take photos of her, which is what she wanted. And then posts on Instagram, what was going on. And then that guy posts, one step closer to your dream. Do you have any of these kind of photos? I can't remember what they called it. But basically it came down to, do you have any upskirt photos? Definite pedophile. She blocked him like she should have, but she had no idea what he was really asking for until Tsubame explained what it was he was asking for. And then she got creeped out, blocked him and everything. So good on her. And then they show that not much later after that, maybe a couple of weeks or so, the guy got arrested. So it all worked out. The second half, they were having their sports festival. And Misha is not a strong runner. In fact, I think she came in last on the one race that she was in the very beginning. And Yui is apparently very quick, very fast. So she's telling him, don't worry, I'll handle this. And she starts getting ready for her event. And then a black cat crosses her path and she sprains her ankle. And she's like on the ground because, it hurts. And everybody's over trying to see if she's all right. She goes, it's all right, I'm fine. I could still do it. And she gets up. And the black cat crosses her path again and sprains her other ankle. And now she's on the ground again, and they have to take her to the nurse's office, where she's lying in bed, and the black cat is clawing at the window trying to get to her. Because apparently she has bad luck, or this cat just really hates her. For whatever reason. So she makes a request to have Tsubame, her master, because after the last incident at the district in Tokyo, she says that Tsubame is her master in cuteness. So she asked that her master take over for her. For some reason, the school allowed it. However, after a while, she had to give herself some handicaps because the other teams were complaining. Because obviously, she's an adult. She's definitely going to win no matter what event she's in, pretty much. In fact, they did the ball toss, where they have the basket up on a pole and you got to throw the balls inside of it. And she grabbed all of them and threw them all in there. She didn't miss at all. They won tug of war, and all she used was her legs. Her legs are enough to probably kill a person. And I forget what else. I know they had her hands tied, I think behind her back. The final race ended up being the three-legged race, where her and Misha had to run together. And I think they came in last, or second to last. And didn't really matter. She had fun, and that's all that she cared about. And I think their team ended up losing anyway. Like, they didn't get the highest score, like, throughout the whole thing. So, despite the fact that she joined with the handicaps they gave her, it's made it a little more even. So, the other team still won. It was a good episode. Definitely showed more pedophile type stuff in this. Well, with the guy on Instagram. But thankfully, they had him get arrested. So, it all worked out. I don't know what's going to happen in this episode. Like, I never know what's going to happen. But let's get into this and see what we're in for this time. Alright, so the video is going to be located over here. And the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.